Hello and welcome to WHIR TV. I'm Anastasia Tabanos. With a database of over 2 million executive contacts, as well as 10 million e-business profiles, Netvention helps online solution providers get the right information for their next direct marketing campaign or data acquisition project. We caught up with Réal Falardeau, Netvention's Director of Sales and Marketing at ISPCon, and sat down with him as he gave us some insight about this Canadian company. Hi Réal, thanks for joining us today.
It's my pleasure, Anastasia.
So, just to start off, can you give me a bit of a background on Netvention, how the company began, and where you are today?
Netvention is a fairly young company. It started in '99, and it was started out by Benoit Julien, who is actually a PhD in artificial intelligence. And the excellent idea that he had was there was a big hole, if you will, where it comes to direct marketing specific to online businesses. And Mr. Julien was able to write programs and web crawlers and etc. to be able to extract information that would be relevant to the industry so that people that needed specific information in the industry to get new clients in would come to Netvention, basically.
So you'd say you're fairly unique in this industry, wouldn't you?
Yes, there's quite a bit of information that we can acquire that is exclusive to Netvention, which is very good, which is excellent for the marketing.
So what's new with Netvention? What are some new products or services you've introduced lately?
Well, right now, at the show that we're doing now, the ISPCon here, we're promoting our website, which is called Web Hosting Prospector, and which pretty well says what, what the name is. And basically, it's relevant. What we do is we can get our potential clients to have a look at what the hosting industry is doing. And when we say look at what we're doing, we can find out if they have video content or if they have, the number of alternate domains or their operating system. And depending what you would like to do, let's say, Anastasia, you were doing maintenance on websites. Voila, I can get you some websites that need maintenance. You go right for it, and there you go. And it's excellent.
Great. So I guess it's fairly easy to use them.
It's very user friendly, and it's also unlimited as far as your imagination goes. So if you're working in the industry and you say, I would like to know how many web hosting companies are out there, or ISP companies are out there, or we can even tell you, if they're using the HTML editors. So this kind of information is what's key. Now, I am relatively new to the industry, and what amazes me is that in this industry, in the tech industry, there's not that much marketing that's being done. Now, yes, a lot of clients will come your way because they are out online. But it's amazing how many clients or potential clients that I speak with here at the show specifically that don't do marketing. So it's something that amazed me when I came into this industry, and I thought, when I came to Netvention, it just surprised me. I thought, it's a gold mine. It's a gold mine for the client to be able to go and be very specific, select his clients, say these are the type of people that I want to go to, and they just go right for it. And it just blew me away, which is why I'm on board.
So you're participating in this session about marketing for web hosting. What are some tactics that you've used with Netvention, and why do you think it's worked?
Basically, the tactics that have been used in Netvention is we've always used direct marketing, by telephone mostly, and it is a very polite, very specific to the client. When you get a hold of your contact, we don't go on, like I said, Anastasia, I would like to, and no. It's basically, already what the client's doing from the information that we have. Number two, what we do not know is if they're doing direct marketing, and that's the next question. Are you doing direct marketing? Yes or no? Are you interested in doing direct marketing? Back out. As soon as they say, no, we're not interested, we have all the clients we want, you back out. And the reason why you would do that is because you don't want to exercise any pressure on a potential client. Basically, all you want to do is, are you interested? No, you're not. And he's going to probably remember that individual that called from Netvention is not going to drive him crazy. That is basically, it's a very simple issue. It's do not hound the person. And another tactic is if we're targeting specific companies within the industry, You might just say, I noticed you're using Unix. Are there other clients, potential clients that you would like to be able to service using this kind of software? So that's basically how we do it. It's not a great secret, but the very first thing is nobody even attempts to do it. Nobody attempts to do direct marketing, or very few attempt to do direct marketing.
Why is that? It seems like it'd be such a logical thing to do.
Yes, it would, but most people tend to think that, I don't want to bother people. I don't want to spam if you're doing it by email. Well, there's no question of spam. There's no question of telemarketing as in, hi, would you like to buy my product? And I think most people associate direct marketing with being a nuisance. And that's probably one of the setbacks about the direct marketing. However, representing Netvention with a new product is something that we want to change. You will not drive someone crazy if you know exactly the individual that you're dealing with and if you know what that individual's company is doing. You just go right in there and you immediately have their interest.
So just along the lines of marketing in general, what do you think about companies that utilize non-traditional marketing tactics? Do you find that it often brings them a good response or a good return on investment?
What's unfortunate about these marketing tactics, the reason generally for these kind of tactics is shock. It's just they get a shock reaction from an individual. Now, it's not necessarily negative, but I mean it is quite amusing to see that. They're sponsoring, or was it a woman giving birth? Okay. You'll remember that. But more than likely, you're going to remember that this, I think it was a web hosting company, or anyway, some company that deals on the internet was sponsoring this woman giving birth. It's like totally ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't have any content. It doesn't have lasting value.
Do you think it kind of leads to a somewhat negative image of the company? Like people won't take you seriously if you...
It leads to an image that is more wow. It's just a wow image. And a wow image does not normally last long. And it gives me the personal impression, I'm not speaking for Netvention, but myself, it gives me the impression that they're looking for an impact factor, nothing more, just strict impact. That's not my preferred tactic.
So why do you think it's important for people attending this conference to watch and participate in these seminars?
Anastasia, one of the most common answers I get, not that often, but it's the one that sticks in my mind the most. Do people do direct marketing? No. Okay, so client acquisition is not important right now. No, we have enough customers. Well, that one I find amazing. Generally, companies that do direct marketing will maintain their client base that they have right now. However, there are always going to be some that fall off the end. Okay? So you had 10 clients. Oops, we're down to 8. Whoops, we're down to 7. Oh my God, it's time to panic. Okay. Rather than taking the other approach and saying, yeah, we have a ton of clients, we're doing fine, but what about the day when the well dries? Maybe we should start investing in going forward. And I think that's one of the most important things right now about that specific seminar is making people understand that they have to be out there. You have to be out there and you have to be in the people's faces and they have to know who you are. And the only way you're going to do it is either you can do it by expensive mass generic marketing, television, radio, but that's way too wide. In our industry, it's not as if we're selling cars or cosmetics. But I mean, when you're selling into the specific web industry, you have to go straight, as I call it, not a very good word, but you have to go straight for the jugular. Go to the specific people that may be interested in your services.
So looking into the future, what can we expect to see from Netvention in the next year?
Netvention has another product that's coming out. Now, basically what we're doing is we're working on the web hosting prospector right now. I shouldn't say working on it. It's actually launched. I think it's great. I use it quite regularly myself. And there's another product that we're going to be coming out with, which we'll be launching shortly. But I'm going to keep it a secret for now. But I can give you a bit of peripheral. The product is going to more or less bring people over the line on either side. People that are just brick and mortar, no online presence, with the people that are almost strictly online presence. Now, I don't want to give too much out now because we're going to be doing a promo on it. But it is trying to get the people to cross over to either side. Because it's amazing. I'm still surprised since I've been in with Netvention, I'm still surprised that there are an enormous amount of companies that don't have web presence. And it just seems to be taken for granted that they all have web presence. No, they don't. And we're going to try and get those, the people that offer online services, to get those people in to this business so that we can get a wider market. And that is a product that will be online, user-friendly, excellent.
It was great getting to talk to you today.
Well, thank you very much.
Great, thank you.